वरुण, वी लाइक टू स्पीक टू यू नाउ। छत्तीसगढ़ में जब हम बात कर रहे थे या जब योगेंद्र जी भी आए हुए थे, तब कांग्रेस थोड़ा लीड कर रही थी, बीजेपी पीछे थी। अब जब हम जो डेटा सामने देख पा रहे हैं टीवी पर, कांग्रेस 40 सीट पर लीड कर रही है, बीजेपी 48 सीट पर लीड कर रही है। तो ये बीजेपी के लिए, और इवन इलेक्शन कमीशन की अगर हम बात करें तो कांग्रेस को, बीजेपी को ज्यादा लीड करते हुए दिखाया जा रहा है। तो इससे आप किस तरह से मानते हैं? छत्तीसगढ़ यहां पर माना जा रहा था कि कांग्रेस के पास जाएगा, वहां पर बीजेपी लीड कर रही है, इसकी वजह क्या मानते हैं?
जीत के लिए 46 काफी है,
जीत के लिए 46 काफी है, 48 पर बीजेपी चल रही है।
बघेल और विजय बघेल जो उनके अगेंस्ट है बीजेपी से, उनके बीच में शायद 200-300 वोट का ही फर्क है। दिस इटसेल्फ शोज कि बीजेपी इज डूइंग वेल, मोर देन एक्सपेक्टेड। मैं तो अभी ट्विटर पर था थोड़ी देर पहले, तो ट्विटर पर तो बीजेपी के खुद के जो सपोर्टर्स हैं वो खुद हैरान है कि छत्तीसगढ़ में भारतीय जनता पार्टी इतना अच्छा काम कर रही है। बट दोज हु कुड रीड बीजेपी, दे वर प्रीटी अवेयर how Mathur is, what kind of leadership he has. And as I said, you know, unlike many other parties, BJP doesn't work in a way कि उनको किसी वो election जीतना चाहता है। It is a 24/7 election winning machine party that runs, that works, doesn't go on holidays. Even if one leader goes, it doesn't mean that the party stops. And the party was there before Modi, the party will be there after Modi. And they are working in a way that and there are no regional satraps in BJP. Satraps किसको कहते हैं यार? Satraps is not a word that should be used for politicians who have been a chief minister for 20 years. Vasudha Raja Sindhya is not a satrap. She is a proven leader over there, जो शाम दाम धन भेद, जो मैं बार बार कह रहा हूँ कि सारे चीजों को यूज करके सीएम बनी है। शिवराज सिंह चौहान भी लोगों के अंदर जाकर लीडर बने हैं। तो ये कोई रीजनल सैट्रैप नहीं है कि आज उठे हैं और उनसे किसी को खतरा होगा।
ठीक, लेकिन वरुण, ये बात एक मैं जो पूछना चाहता, आपने कहा कि 5 के 5 साल अगर ये पार्टी केवल चुनाव के बारे में सोचती है तो फिर काम कैसे हो रहा है? या फिर हम माने कि बीजेपी इज अ इलेक्शन मशीन और वो एक चुनाव के बाद दूसरा चुनाव के बाद तीसरा चुनाव, उसमें वो ज्यादा फोकस रहते हैं, या उस तरह का नेचर पार्टी का है? आप इसे किस तरह से देखते हैं? क्योंकि चुनाव जीतने के बाद वहां पर काम करना, या फिर हम देखते हैं प्रधानमंत्री हर एक जगह पर पहुंच रहे हैं, तो ये माना जाए कि बीजेपी फ्रॉम टॉप टू बॉटम इज इलेक्शन और चुनाव पे फोकस करने वाली पार्टी, एंड दे फोकस ऑन इलेक्शंस मोर सीरियसली देन एनी अदर पार्टी इन द कंट्री?
You know, Sohit, you said two contradictory things in your statement. The last statement that you said, yes, BJP more than any other party in the country, yes, focuses on winning elections. And how do you win election? You just don't win election by going there campaigning over there. वैसे तो फिर KCR should have won almost, महाराष्ट्र पूरी तरीके से जीत जाएंगे अगर ये मापदंड रहा तो, क्योंकि मैं माथेरान में था, महाबलेश्वर की तरफ जितने भी जाओ आप रास्ते, पुणे एक्सप्रेसवे पे चले जाइए, वहां पर इतने बड़े बड़े होर्डिंग्स हैं केसीआर के, तो उस हिसाब से तो उनको जीत जाना चाहिए। वहां सिर्फ होर्डिंग लगाने से, चले जाने से नहीं होता, काम भी करना होता है, और काम करने के अलावा आपको कंसोलिडेशन ऑफ वोट भी करना होता है, जो कांग्रेस ने तेलंगाना में किया। तेलंगाना में they have managed to consolidate the Muslim votes, they have managed to consolidate the BC backward caste votes, which they failed. I wouldn't say they failed in Rajasthan or Madhya Pradesh doing that. They have managed those kind of votes over there also, but the BJP oversmarted them. बीजेपी ने छत्तीसगढ़, राजस्थान और मध्य प्रदेश में एक बहुत ही पुराना फॉर्मूला यूज किया है, जहां जहां उनके मजबूत संगठन है, उन्होंने संगठन के जो सबसे नीचे वाले लेवल के पन्ना प्रमुख हैं, उनको बहुत काम दिया। तेलंगाना में शायद अभी तक उनका बन नहीं पाया है उतना, और ये वन ऑफ द रीजन है। बट फिर भी मैं जब वोटिंग परसेंटेज देखता हूँ, 14% वोट मिला है तेलंगाना में बीजेपी को, विच इज स्टिल अ गुड नंबर। आई डोंट नो, योगेंद्र जी नहीं है, बट मेरे को उनकी एक स्टेटमेंट याद आ रही है, उन्होंने कहा राजस्थान में बीजेपी शुड हैव गॉन विद सीपीआई, बट सीपीआई के पास ज्यादा वोट यहाँ पर है छत्तीसगढ़ में, सीपीआई एम और सीपीआई के साथ वो वहां नहीं गए। इंडी अलायंस जो बना था, मेरे को तो कहीं ना कहीं वो टूटने के कगार पर पहले से भी लग रहा था और आज भी लग रहा है, क्योंकि ये सारी पार्टियों के आइडियोलॉजी बहुत डिफरेंट है, ये पार्टीज के जो एम्बिशन है शायद सेम है, अधिकांश लोग अपने आप को प्रधानमंत्री के रूप में देखते हैं वहां पे, तो ये इंडी अलायंस को अकोमोडेट नहीं करना समाजवादी पार्टी को मध्य प्रदेश में। यहाँ पर अगर आप राजस्थान की बात करो तो एसपी हैज मोर वोट देन सीपीआई, वोटिंग परसेंटेज में, वहां पे भी उनकी बात नहीं कर रहे। तो ये इंडिया अलायंस वर्क करता हुआ नजर नहीं आ रहा है।
Varun, can I just interject there? I'm so sorry. I'm
Sure.
interjecting here. Wouldn't it be a part of a strategy wherein you are actually, working independently as far as assembly election is concerned, and then coming together as one single unit after the assembly elections during the Lok Sabha elections? Now, Varun, I'll tell you why I'm asking you this question. You see, somewhere down the line, I would have been a little more scared about the existence or the survival of India Alliance if Congress would have won, if the result would have been different. If Congress would have won 3 out of 5 or 4 out of 5, then I think I would have been a little worried about India Alliance. You see, with this result, Varun, I think I'm very sure about India Alliance. You know why? Because India Alliance, like you rightly said, no doubt about it, they are not together because they love each other or they have some ideological bonding with each other or they are together. They are there together because if they are not, they will not survive. That they will perish. They will be made to perish. The central agencies, other agencies, everything put together, they will be made to perish. There will be no party. We see one in Shiva Sena in Maharashtra. So that's the reason why these people are coming together. Now, this particular result also has brought everyone down to ground, down to back earth, and now they will be a little more modest, a little more considerate, and before they ask for what they want. Even their ambitions now will be moderate. Because finally, first is survival, then is growth, isn't it? So this results, actually question the survival of other parties, Varun.
But Sujit, I just have a simple doubt. Before going to the finals, wouldn't I like to test a strategy in a semi-final? This semi-finals to Lok Sabha elections. Here I would know that what my strength is, whether people are accepting me as an alliance or not.
See, I'll tell you, Varun, sorry. I'm again sorry to interject you, Varun.
No.
I don't think anybody considers this as semi-finals. If it was semi-finals, then in 2018, what happened to Bharatiya Janata Party, 2019 would have been Congress government. You see, the point is, this has never been a semi-finals. See, somewhere down the line, once upon a time, when we were young, time possibly long ago, when I was young, I remember we used to say that, keep municipal elections outside of the actual elections. Because, your Gram Panchayat elections, your municipal elections has got nothing to do with your Lok Sabha elections and your assembly elections. Then it came to a stage where they said that, today we say that Lok Sabha elections and assembly elections are also two different elections. There are two different elections because the result of assembly election would be radically different to the result of a Lok Sabha election and vice versa. So going by 2018, this is not a semi-finals.
No, you're just going to 2018. I go back to 2018, the voting percentage was very clear that if BJP contests smartly in Lok Sabha, it will win. The voting percentage never shifted. If you see, in spite of in the assembly elections, that is the exact or a bit more percentage of vote that the BJP raked in during the Lok Sabha elections. Just that the consolidation of votes happened pretty well. If you see in West Bengal also, the difference between votes between West Bengal's TMC government and the BJP wasn't major. BJP also had got some 1 crore 19 lakh votes in the assembly elections, and Mamata Banerjee had got some 1,80,000 or 60,000. 30-40 lakh ka vote ka farak tha, bahut zyada farak nahi tha. But that is what I'm saying. If I'm not going to test the voters now, how am I going to be sure that this strategy, this formula will work? It was a simple ask by the Samajwadi Party. This also showed to many of the parties in the alliance that Congress at no point of time, whenever it feels that it is strong, whenever it has that notion that it is strong, it is going to accommodate the smaller parties. You see it in a very positive way, but I see it in a way how many people, how many individuals think. We all are selfish. If today the Congress felt that in Madhya Pradesh it is on a stronger ground, under Kamal Nath it is on a stronger ground. journalists, every person was saying Kamal Nath will be, neck to neck टक्कर देगा. कांग्रेस उसी भ्रम में था कि हम बहुत स्ट्रांग है, हमें किसी की जरूरत नहीं है, इसके लिए उसने समाजवादी पार्टी को लात मारी. और जब समाजवादी पार्टी जो इतनी स्ट्रांग है उत्तर प्रदेश में, उनसे पंगा लेने का कांग्रेस सोच सकता है. It also shows that arrogance for many political parties which are smaller in size. You see it in a way कि अलग-अलग है, but politicians always remember whenever they are humiliated, and this humiliation was for Akhilesh Yadav, and when Mamata Banerjee was humiliated, when Jayalalitha was humiliated, we saw how they come back. So I am also very sure that in 2024, when India elects,
Raju, I want to ask you the same question. Because see, somewhere down the line, we spoke about this, that, possibly a large win, a good win for Congress may not be a good sign for India alliance. Now, the point is, I agree to Varun.
Yeah, absolutely.
I agree to Varun, where he says that, listen, people don't...
Congress always been arrogant to their allies.
Correct. I agree to him there. But what I would beg to differ with him is, see, somewhere down the line, now it is no longer about emotions. Now it is no longer about arrogance.
It's about existence.
It is about existence. Correct. This is the difference, Raju. Now, what's your opinion on it?
Yeah, because Congress is not accommodative if he is strong. Mm-hmm. Now Congress is weak. Now Congress has to accommodate others.
Correct.
Samajwadi Party is also not doing good in Madhya Pradesh. I don't think there are 0 seats either. Samajwadi Party. But Congress should respect their ally, their alliances. Even code of conduct they have to follow. Ashok Gehlot and Kamal Nath, they didn't follow that code of conduct. They were interviewed by those journalists,
G14 journalists.
G14 journalists.
So this is the thing. Congress should learn. Earlier is a better.
Correct.
To accommodate others and not to humiliate their allies.
Correct. So, what's your view?
So, sir, what Varun is saying is right, that whatever said and done, BJP will be using this before the 2024 elections. They will be saying, okay, ahead of the elections, we have the results. But as you rightly said, similar thing happened in 2018. So, we are not considering it as semi-final. But why would BJP not play that? BJP will try to showcase the world that...
No, but it is different in BJP's case. Now government machinery, state government machinery and central government machinery is in BJP's hands in heartland North India.
Correct.
Which is different because earlier, means 5 years back, when Congress won these three states, Chhattisgarh, Rajasthan, Madhya Pradesh, Congress was not in the center.
Correct.
And they are not in a position to use a state machinery.
Correct.
But now BJP is very strong. They can use state machinery as well as central machinery to handle the elections of 2024. So this is semi-final in that sense. So the
bottom line is that the Congress needs to work with its allies. The India alliance, I don't call it India alliance, I call it India alliance. But the Congress needs to work there so that
Congress needs to work there or not, I don't know. But I think that this is the point where every opposition party should think about whether they want to perish or they want to exist.
Correct.
That is something what we can learn from at least now. What are the figures that we are getting?
Yes, Varun.
I'm just saying, I don't know. Chhattisgarh is something. Everyone knows that Madhya Pradesh is now done and dusted. Rajasthan also is almost done and dusted. But Chhattisgarh is playing very interesting. I was just seeing the Election Commission website. And Vijay Baghel is now leading. Again, I said, when Bhupesh Baghel was leading, he was leading by 200 votes. Vijay Baghel is leading by 500 votes. So, very, very simple, very thin majority it is. But what worked in Chhattisgarh, we also need to know. What worked in Chhattisgarh was schemes which actually sent money to the farmers, to the people over there who had that Jan Dhan, and the moment they needed it, central government acted. You may call it as a appeasement. I don't know. But they work. They know that this thing will help us win the elections. They did it. The Sahus, they form a very major vote bank over in Chhattisgarh. And this time, what I am told that they shifted towards the BJP. There was a major unhappiness amongst that community in Chhattisgarh towards the BJP in 2018. But this time they managed, Om Mathur managed to get it. I'm not at all, if you see, I'm not even talking about Raman Singh over here, because the way Raman Singh should have been seen, I don't know whether he was visible, because he wasn't visible to people like us sitting in another states. But Om Mathur, knowing his strategies, knowing how he works inside, he has managed to get Chhattisgarh to the Bharatiya Janata Party. And I'm a bit sure that BJP is forming government in Chhattisgarh. And Jyotiraditya Scindia has managed, there was a very big fear that Gwalior, that Chambal belt, will it work in favor of BJP or not? Because वो लोग जो कल तक कांग्रेस से लड़ रहे थे, आज वो बीजेपी में आ गए थे, और बीजेपी लोगों के बीच में एक अनबन थी कि यार कल तक हमारे दुश्मन थे, आज हमारे दोस्त हैं। पर शायद उन मतभेदों को पीछे रखकर इन्होंने वोट किया है, यहाँ पे उन्होंने पार्टी के लिए काम किया है, एंड दैट इज वन रीजन व्हाई वी सी अ लहर इन Madhya Pradesh. I would have wanted Gehlot to win. It was a surprise. Because, if you would have won, ये एक इतना स्ट्रॉन्ग मैसेज जाता हाई कमांड को कि भाई देखो, आपने मेरे को प्रेसिडेंट दिया, मैं नहीं बन रहा, चलो मैंने आपके हर बात को नकारा, मैंने सचिन पायलट को साइडलाइन किया और फिर भी मैं जीत गया। बट ऐसा नहीं हुआ, तो कहीं ना कहीं आई एम श्योर Gehlot might be repenting today. Anyway, I had predicted long back that Gehlot doesn't want to become the president for two reasons. One reason कि भाई कुछ दिन के लिए चीफ मिनिस्टर बने रहना ठीक है, उसके बाद प्रेसिडेंट भी बन जाएंगे और राजस्थान भी हार जाएंगे, तो दो तरफा मार पड़ने वाली है, तो इससे अच्छा रहने देते, नहीं बनता है।
My last.
So now it is time to create a Margadarshak Mandal for Congress. Gehlot, Kamalnath, Vijay Singh.
वो डिसाइड करे हम कौन। मतलब मैं हमेशा कहता हूँ, हम जर्नलिस्टों को या जो भी मतलब फेवर भी कर रहे हैं हम पार्टी को, अगर मैं करता भी हूँ बीजेपी को, तो ये इस तरीके का एडवाइस देने से मैं बड़ा दूर रहता हूँ। उसके पीछे का रीजन ये है कि वो वहां पे बड़े बड़े लोग बैठे हैं, उनको पता है कितना कैसा है, जर्नलिस्टों को हैंडल कैसे करना है, तो हम कौन हो।
जी।
तो बहुत बहुत शुक्रिया वरुण, आपने ना केवल समय दिया, बहुत समय दिया और पेशेंटली रुके रहे, जो आजकल हम टीवी पर नहीं देखते हैं कि जब कोई दूसरा बात कर रहा, आपने ना किसी को टोका और अपने समय का इंतजार किया। थैंक यू सो मच, वेरी इंटरेस्टिंग जो आपने भी किया। इलेक्शन कमीशन के अगर आप पेज पर जाएं तो 18 राउंड में अब तक 2 ही राउंड हुए हैं, बट भूपेश बाघेल इज ट्रेलिंग फ्रॉम 484 वोट्स। तो ये देखना होगा, हालांकि जैसे कि मैंने कहा 18 राउंड और केवल 2 राउंड हुए हैं, तो आगे जाकर ये ट्रेल और बढ़ता है कि चीजें बदलती हैं, इस पर हम ध्यान देंगे। बहुत शुक्रिया वरुण।